guys, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. I totally did not just put on a hoodie because I wanted to make it look like I was recording this on separate days. But you know, it's time to write a poem, so I'm gonna write a poem, and so yeah. Poetry, fun. Oh god. What do I want? What do I want to write about? I'm gonna write about... should I write about horror? I don't know what to write about. Okay, we're going horror. Shame. Misfortune. Suicide. Wow, that's dark. Well, I'm gonna pick it. Unstable. You sound very fancy, so I think I'll pick you. Unrestrained. There's tragedy. It's depression. It's disoriented. Agonizing. Yeah, just going on. Doki doki. Destiny. Hi again, male. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back in the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Cassie. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like it deserves any slack. So you already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. That's Zuki. You certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. I don't know how you say that, but yeah. Zuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Lovely. Manga! I hope I'm saying it right. I hope it's manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Nazuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys! Male always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Male can't become good friends too? Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? She brought me what did she bring me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Oh boy, she has a book! I didn't really want you to feel left out, so I picked up a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so she'll keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Oh god. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri? Yeah, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheering conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Nazuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. Other than that, she seemed to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I say she noticed me looking at her. Oh. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. ... That only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I'm out of this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably would have noticed in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them. Yeah, you just happened to buy 2 of them. That's exactly what happened. Oh, I see. This is fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Yeah, Yuri is into me. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. I'm gonna call him Markov. Markov. I don't know how you say it, honestly. Forgive me, people, if you are deeply offended by the fact that I can't say words. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets a little strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. Lovely. While her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yeah. It's going to get dark, isn't it? Yeah, just like this game. Ahaha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you a fan of that sort of thing, male? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, totally forget that Yuri is into those names. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look from a new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided worlds interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest in or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I'm talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's the literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Dramatic. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I still understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she doesn't actually look at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. Yeah, you're into me. I can tell. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry, you're apologizing again, quit it. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in for a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Yeah. Oh boy, look at this! Look at the screen change. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I did the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. Man, this literature club is already taking such a great turn. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to the other side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Man, this is some literature club, alright. It actually kind of distracted me. Oh. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face. She's in the corner of my own vision. Are you ready? Oh god, what is this? Are you ready? I'm sure, yeah, why not? To turn the page? Yes, I'm ready to turn the page! Yes, I'm so ready to turn the page! This is such an interesting literature club. I'm glad I came. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. as you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me. So I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even still, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Such a great literature club. I'm glad I joined. My thumb, gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But Mel! That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. What? I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I don't really know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. ... Dramaticness. I guess I'm more meant that is kind of cute. Oh wow, look at me making some moves. Seeing all of a sudden. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not even have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have much of a preference. Either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know. That's good. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose-leaf paper, torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Tazuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Oh god, who should I share my poem with first? There's only one way to solve this. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You! Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. Ooh, I can trust her opinion to be fair. Oh god, what did I write? ... such dramaticness. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Oh dear god, she likes my poem! Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers the mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ah! Yuri takes a breath. Just, do you hate my poem, or do you not hate my poem? I mean, your eyes lit up, so I don't know if that means anything at all. Do you like my poem, huh? Do you just think my word choice is good? So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you have written a lot of poetry before. Really? That's a huge compliment coming from you. She likes my poem. I never felt so proud of my life. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. ... Dramaticness. Well, I know that. I just met Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through them myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Wow, you're like tearing me down. You're giving me some constructive criticism here, or something. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes to practice and learning by example and trying new things. I swear, this literature club ends up making me a better writer than, well, there's that. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. KasKat can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. Oh, she's so happy. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the emerald glow. Basin, it must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last get to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. Abbes, come, breezing. What the heck is that word? Yeah, it's air. Come, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Oh boy. It's a ghost under the light. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. Oh, your handwriting is not terrible. It's just called... We aren't taught that anymore in schools, so yeah. What? I wasn't thinking at all. Yeah, exactly. I wasn't thinking of that. But it took you a long time to read. Well, that's just because I'm trying to decode it, okay? Because I don't know how the heck to say it. Your writing is actually very pretty, but... you know, I'm just not taught cursive in school anymore, so I don't know how to read it. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Man, my character is just repeating everything I'm saying right here. This is actually really weird. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Cassie. Male! It's not Cassie, I'm gonna call myself Male. It only makes sense in this kind of thing. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their own works. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. You are so deep, Yuri! That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah, don't mind that. I just thought it'd be a good place to save. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Male. Me too. As with me being able to pick another person to share my poem to, I'm going to stop the episode here for today. Hopefully you guys have all liked this game so far as much as I have, and well, that's all I can really say. I just hope you guys are enjoying this, because I am. I think things are gonna pick up real soon. And well, yeah. Goodbye guys, and I'll see you all later for part 3.